Hi, Albert here with Mainland Cycle Center, and today I want to show you a pre-owned 2011 Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Vaquero, and this bike has obviously got some custom stuff done to it, and so we'll do a little walk around on it and then we'll tell you about some of the custom things that have done to these. So the Vulcan 1700 Vaquero, these have been on the market. 2011 was the first year for them, but it's based on the 1700 Voyager. And and those came on the market in 09, so the Voyager had already been on the market for a couple of years when these came out, and of course we still sell these now. We still have a 2014 Vaquero in our lineup, but just a really great bike, has a lot of attitude, really a fun bike to ride. 1700cc V-twin, liquid cooled. These have a 6-speed transmission. One of the things I love about these is the fact that they're that 6-speed, and the 5th and 6th gears on them are an overdrive, and so they really drop those RPMs really nice at speed. Now, the first thing, if you want to build a custom Vaquero, the first thing you're going to do is a 21-inch front wheel. So remove the stock 16-inch front wheel and install a 21-inch diameter wheel. This one has the billet 21-inch wheel. It also has the rotors were changed, so it has the billet centers in here that match the wheel. And then we use a stock front fender, but we have some billet aluminum brackets that raise that fender up, and it just really fits nicely on that wheel. This bike, of course, has also been custom painted. This bike originally was all black, and so the graphics were added, as well as this candy green. And just really beautiful paint, shines really nice. The windshield is not stock. This is taller than the stock windshield, and I really like this size. I'm 5'6", and when I ride this bike, this windshield is very appropriate and does a good job of knocking a lot of the wind off. This bike also has a custom air cleaner. This is from Roaring Toys. Now this bike, Roaring Toys built a bike that looks very similar to this bike, and this bike was done in the spirit of that bike. But they built theirs first, and this is not that bike, although this bike looks a lot like that bike. This is not that particular bike, but it does have the Roaring Toys air cleaner on it, as well as the Roaring Toys billet floorboards were added. The wheel, the discs, all that came from Roaring Toys. Roaring Toys makes these billet fender brackets to do that with, and so we would give them credit. They really came up with building the first one of these. The handlebars are from Roaring Toys. I should say Roaring Twins. They have two companies, Roaring Toys and Roaring Twins, and so that stuff, same guys. But the billet floorboards really look good. The air cleaner, we removed the stock air cleaner from this side. Looks nice. I love the tall bars. This gives these bikes a lot of attitude, the tall bars. We run the wires internally on the bars. Has a set of Avon grips. A nice little set of mirrors. And these mirrors actually do a good job. When I got this bike was mostly built this way. It was a trade-in. A gentleman that I know traded it in here at the store. And I added the billet floorboards, and I made a few other changes to it. But for the most part, he did all the hard stuff and spent all the big money on it. I did change a few things up with the turn signals. Originally, the Vaqueros have a turn signal bar right underneath here. And when I got it, there's some little LEDs installed in the fairing in here, and those are actually really bright. But I installed some additional turn signals in the fairing, and I'll show you those. And I can't take credit for this idea because I stole it from someone else. It was on the Vulcan Bagger Association forum. These are a set of daytime running lights from Custom Dynamics, and one of the other gentlemen did this same modification, and I saw it, liked it, and copied it. So I'm sorry I don't know his username, but I'll give him credit for the mod anyway. But so those are turn signals. You can see that turn signal there in the fairing as well. Really looks good. And then in the back, the stock turn signal bar was also removed. Now when I got it, it had a different license plate frame on it with some little LEDs in the top of the license plate. And anyway, I didn't care for those because they weren't very bright, and I'm not a big fan of getting run over. So changed those up, and I installed a set of plasma rods from Custom Dynamics. And so these little red lights right in here I'll set this camera down so I can show you, but they're tail lights, brake lights, and they have the turn signals. Hopefully you can see those in this light. Brakes, as well as turn signals. Anyway, those look really good. I dig those. And of course it has the stock LED tail light. This bike has 4,650 miles. $4,310 miles on it. But, that's good. Let's see, what else we got on this bike? The license plate frame, like I said, I changed that up. It does have a set of Vance & Hines slip-ons on it. We'll crank it up here in just a moment for you. But this bike also has the air ride suspension from Progressive. So it has a set of shocks on them that you can let the air in and out of. So you can, the bike is raised up right now, but you can lower the bike to park it and that kind of thing. You can't really ride it with the air down, the shock down. I'm going to set the camera down again. Show you what's got this little button right here. So you push this button. So that lets it down nice and low, and then you've got another switch here to pump it back up. And it takes a minute to pump it up. So I don't often let the air out of it because of how long it takes to go down. But if you park somewhere and you really want to look cool, all lower to the ground, you certainly can do that. But just know when you get ready to go, you're going to need that 30, 45 seconds or whatever long it takes for this to pump back up. And you should be able to see it slowly coming up now. And you could probably get a bigger pump that would pump it up faster. But like I said, I just try not to let all the air out of it too often. And you can use this air to adjust the ride on it, make it softer or harder, depending on if you're carrying a passenger or not. But, I think that might be mostly up. But, you can't ride it with all the way down because you'll drag the exhaust pipes. You'll drag them sometimes depending on how much air are in them. But he did remove the highway bars from it. And it looks cool. I don't really mind them not being on there. Let's crank it up and let you hear what those Vance & Hines pipes sound like. Anyway, sounds good. You have a little more noise with the air cleaner. You can hear that motor sucking in there. We did the tall bars, changed the brake lines, so you can see it's got the green brake lines on it. The extended brake lines there look good. But all in all, just an amazing bike. We'll give credit to the gentleman that built it. I think his brother-in-law did the paint. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. And then the Vulcan Bagger Association, really a good place to get some information on these bikes as far as mods and things. We'll give those guys credit. I'm sorry I don't know the usernames for the fellas that did those mods. Also, I put the electronic flasher on it for those LED turn signals, and that was also on the VBA forum page. One of the guys came up with that. And so anyway, thanks to those guys. I'm sorry I can't give you a little better credit than that. But thanks for letting us share this Vaquero. I hope you enjoyed looking at it. If you have any questions about it, feel free to give me a call here at Mainland, and I'll be happy to help you, okay? All right, we are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Lamarck, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com, by phone at 409-948-4969, and we would just love it if you'd give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we'd love to help any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.